This season on Sister Wives. I have never done speed dating before.
Yes. So just do that when you walk in tonight.
What's your love language?
My love language is physical touch. He's handsome, so there's that.
You and Kody could hang out.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Sister Wives, new season trailer, a deep dive into the latest chapter of a reality TV phenomenon. The long-running reality television series Sister Wives, which has captivated audiences on TLC since its debut in 2010, continues to make waves with the release of its latest season trailer. Over a decade since the Brown family first invited viewers into their unconventional lifestyle, the new trailer for the upcoming season reignites public fascination with polygamy, family dynamics, and personal transformation. The preview offers a compelling glimpse into the evolving lives of Kody Brown and his 4 wives, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn, as they navigate shifting relationships, personal growth, and the ongoing fallout from decisions that have reshaped their family structure. From the very first moments of the trailer, it's clear that this season will be one of the most emotionally charged yet. Set against the backdrop of dramatic Utah landscapes and intimate home footage, the teaser opens with a montage of family moments, children laughing, couples arguing, and tearful confessions, intercut with slow-motion shots of each wife walking alone, symbolizing their individual journeys. A haunting instrumental version of a familiar folk tune underscores the mood, creating a sense of melancholy and introspection. The absence of dialogue in the opening sequence speaks volumes, setting the tone for a season defined by internal struggles and unresolved tensions. One of the most striking elements of the trailer is the visual contrast between the wives. Each woman is presented in a distinct environment, reflecting her current emotional and physical space. Meri Brown appears in front of her modest home in Flagstaff, Arizona, wearing a long coat and staring pensively into the distance. Her voice, when it finally breaks the silence, is soft but resolute. "I've spent so much of my life trying to hold it all together, but sometimes, holding on is the hardest part." This line hints at her ongoing journey of self-discovery and her struggle to find her identity outside of the family unit. Janelle Brown, known for her pragmatic demeanor and strong maternal presence, is shown organizing photos and documents, surrounded by family memorabilia. "We built this life together," she says, "but now I'm asking myself, was it worth it?" Her words carry the weight of someone reflecting on decades of sacrifice and loyalty, now questioning whether the foundation of their polygamous union still stands. The trailer cuts to a brief clip of her arguing with Kody over financial matters, underscoring growing tensions about the sustainability of their lifestyle. Christine Brown, who officially left the plural marriage in 2021 and moved to Utah with her children, is featured prominently, perhaps more than in any previous promotional material. Her scenes are bright, hopeful, and centered around her new life. She's shown shopping for a home, laughing with friends, and speaking directly to the camera. "I always believed in our family, but I also had to believe in myself." Her journey from devoted wife to independent woman has been one of the most talked about arcs in the series, and the new season appears to delve deeper into her post-polygamy life, including her efforts to maintain relationships with her former sister wives while forging her own path. Robyn Brown, the youngest and most controversial of Kody's wives, is portrayed with a mix of defiance and vulnerability. In one powerful moment, she stands in front of a mirror, adjusting her hair, and says, "People love to judge what they don't understand." The scene is followed by a heated exchange between Robyn and Meri, where old resentments surface. "You came in and changed everything," Meri accuses, to which Robyn replies, "I didn't ask for this life to be easy." The tension between these two women has been a central theme throughout the series, and the trailer suggests that their complicated relationship will continue to be a focal point. Kody Brown, the patriarch at the center of it all, appears more subdued than in past seasons. Gone are the confident declarations about love and spiritual calling. Instead, he's shown sitting alone in a dimly lit room, flipping through an old family photo album. "I thought I was building something beautiful," he admits, his voice cracking slightly. "But maybe I was just building a house of cards." This rare moment of vulnerability marks a significant shift for Kody, who has often been portrayed as the decision-maker and spiritual guide. The trailer hints at his internal reckoning, his regrets, his failures, and the consequences of choices that have fractured the family he once sought to unite. The narrative structure of the trailer suggests that this season will focus heavily on aftermath and accountability. Clips of family meetings, therapy sessions, and emotional confrontations are interwoven with moments of quiet reflection. Children, now young adults, are shown speaking candidly about how their upbringing has shaped them. One of Kody and Meri's sons says, "I love my dad, but I don't always agree with the way he led our family." Another daughter comments, "Growing up in a plural marriage wasn't just about love, it was also about confusion, and sometimes, pain." These intergenerational perspectives add depth to the story, reminding viewers that the Browns' choices have ripple effects that extend far beyond the immediate household. Another key theme emerging from the trailer is the legal and social challenges the family continues to face. A brief shot shows a news report playing on a television screen, referencing ongoing debates about polygamy laws in Utah. Though the Browns have long maintained that they are not legally married to multiple women, only Kody and Robyn are legally married, public scrutiny remains intense. The trailer includes a clip of Christine testifying at a legislative hearing about religious freedom and family rights, reinforcing her transformation into an advocate for personal autonomy. The cinematography of the new season appears more polished and cinematic than ever before. Long tracking shots, natural lighting, and close-ups on facial expressions give the trailer a documentary-like quality, enhancing its emotional impact. The choice to use minimal music and rely heavily on ambient sound, children playing, wind blowing through trees, the creak of a door, creates an atmosphere of realism and intimacy. This stylistic evolution reflects a maturation of the series itself, which has shifted from sensationalized reality TV to a more nuanced exploration of complex human relationships. Perhaps the most anticipated aspect of the new season is the status of Kody's relationship with each of his wives. The trailer strongly implies that the family is no longer living under one roof, or even in one state. Meri remains in Arizona, Janelle and her children are based in Nevada, Christine is thriving in Utah, and Robyn is shown in Flagstaff with her children and new home. Kody is seen traveling between locations, often looking weary and isolated. "I used to think I could be everywhere for everyone," he confesses. "Now I realize I can't even be there for myself." This physical separation mirrors the emotional distance that has grown among the family members. The once weekly sister-wife meetings appear to have dissolved, replaced by sporadic phone calls and tense text messages. A brief clip shows Janelle reading a message on her phone and shaking her head in disappointment. "We used to talk every day," she says. "Now it feels like we're just ghosts haunting each other's lives." Despite the heartbreak and conflict, the trailer also offers moments of hope and resilience. Christine is shown starting a new business, a wellness and life coaching service focused on helping women transition into new chapters of their lives. Robyn is working on a memoir, and Meri has begun volunteering at a local women's shelter. These endeavors suggest that, while the family as it once existed may be fractured, the individual members are finding ways to heal and grow. The final moments of the trailer are particularly poignant. A montage of childhood home videos plays, birthday parties, family vacations, holiday gatherings, set to a soft piano rendition of "You'll Never Walk Alone." As the images fade, each wife appears on screen one last time, looking directly into the camera. Meri says, "I'm learning to walk alone." Janelle adds, "And I'm learning it's okay to not have all the answers." Christine smiles gently, "I'm finally living for me." Robyn closes the sequence, "Our story isn't over. It's just changing." The screen fades to black. The words "A New Chapter Begins" appear, followed by the TLC logo and the premiere date. What makes this new season so compelling is not just the drama or the sensational aspects of polygamy, but the universal themes it touches on: love, loss, identity, and the search for meaning. The Brown story resonates because it reflects broader questions about family, commitment, and the cost of living according to one's beliefs. As American society continues to evolve in its understanding of marriage, gender roles, and personal freedom, Sister Wives serves as both a mirror and a provocation. Critics and fans alike have long debated the show's impact. Some argue that it glamorizes a lifestyle that can be oppressive, particularly to women. Others praise it for shedding light on a marginalized community and sparking important conversations about religious liberty and personal choice. With this new season, the show seems to be leaning into self-reflection, allowing the participants, especially the women, to reclaim their narratives. The release of the trailer has already generated significant buzz on social media. Fans are dissecting every frame, speculating about who said what, and debating the future of Kody's relationships. Has he truly lost Meri for good? Will Janelle consider leaving the arrangement? Can Robyn and Christine maintain any semblance of a sisterly bond? And perhaps most importantly, what happens to the children as they come of age and form their own opinions about the family they were born into? TLC has strategically timed the release of the trailer to coincide with a resurgence of interest in reality television and family-centric dramas. In an era where audiences crave authenticity and emotional depth, Sister Wives continues to deliver, albeit with the caveats that come with any reality series. While some moments may be staged or edited for dramatic effect, the emotions on display feel genuine, shaped by years of real-life challenges and personal evolution. As the premiere date approaches, anticipation continues to build. This new season of Sister Wives promises not just another chapter in a controversial family saga, but a powerful exploration of what it means to love, to lead, and to let go. The trailer sets the stage for a season that is less about defending a lifestyle and more about confronting its consequences. It's a story of unraveling and rebuilding, of people trying to make sense of the lives they've lived and the choices they've made. In the end, the Sister Wives new season trailer is more than just a marketing tool, it's a narrative statement. It tells us that the Brown family, once presented as a united front in support of plural marriage, is now navigating a more complicated truth, that love, even when deeply felt, is not always enough to hold people together. And sometimes, the bravest thing a person can do is walk away, not in anger, but in search of peace. For viewers who have followed the Browns for over a decade, this season may feel like both an ending and a beginning. The family as it was known may be gone, but the individuals within it are still very much alive, growing, healing, and searching for their own versions of happiness. And in that search, there is both heartbreak and hope. Sister Wives Season 20 apologies sparked debate over Kody Brown's true intentions. When Season 20 of Sister Wives premiered, fans of the long-running TLC reality series were met with an emotional and highly anticipated wave of revelations, confrontations, and, most notably, apologies. The Brown family, known for their unconventional polygamous lifestyle and complex interpersonal dynamics, once again found themselves at the center of public scrutiny. This season, however, marked a turning point, one defined not by new marriages or family expansions, but by accountability, regret, and a growing skepticism about the true intentions of patriarch Kody Brown. At the heart of the season's narrative were heartfelt apologies delivered by Kody to his 4 wives, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn. These apologies, long awaited by viewers and the women themselves, came in the wake of years of emotional turmoil, perceived favoritism, financial strain, and the unraveling of what was once portrayed as a harmonious plural marriage. While the gestures were framed as moments of growth and contrition, they instead ignited a firestorm of debate among fans, critics, and even former cast members about whether Kody's remorse was genuine or a calculated move to salvage his public image and maintain control over the family narrative. For over a decade, Sister Wives has offered a rare glimpse into the inner workings of a modern polygamous family. Since its debut in 2010, the show has chronicled the Browns' journey from a seemingly united household in Lehi, Utah, to a fractured and geographically scattered group of individuals navigating love, loyalty, and identity under the pressures of fame and religious conviction. Kody Brown, the self-proclaimed spiritual and emotional leader of the family, has always been portrayed as a man striving to live according to his beliefs, believing in plural marriage as a divine calling and positioning himself as a devoted husband to multiple women. Yet, as the series progressed, cracks began to emerge. Allegations of emotional manipulation, financial inequality, and preferential treatment particularly toward Robyn, the fourth and final wife, surfaced in both on-screen moments and off-camera commentary. Kody Brown, who left the marriage in 2021 and has since become a vocal advocate for women's independence, was among the first to publicly challenge Kody's version of events. Her departure, documented in earlier seasons, was framed as a mutual decision, but Kody later revealed in interviews and on her popular social media platforms that she felt emotionally isolated, financially dependent, and increasingly invisible within the family structure. Season 20 revisits these tensions with renewed urgency. In a series of confessional interviews and family meetings, Kody addresses each wife individually, expressing regret for the pain he caused. To Meri, his first wife and the woman he married in a legal ceremony before transitioning to spiritual unions with the others, he apologizes for neglecting her emotional needs and failing to honor their foundational relationship. To Janelle, who has long voiced concerns about financial transparency and Kody's shifting priorities, he admits to poor communication and a lack of appreciation for her role in holding the family together. To Kody, though she no longer participates in the show, Kody delivers a message through a letter read aloud by another family member, expressing sorrow for the way their relationship ended and acknowledging his shortcomings as a husband. The most controversial apology, however, is directed toward Robyn. As the only wife with a legal marriage to Kody, following the annulment of his legal union with Meri, Robyn has often been viewed by fans as the favorite or the one who benefited most from Kody's affections and resources. In Season 20, Kody apologizes to Robyn not for favoring her, but for the backlash she has endured as a result. He claims he never intended for her to be placed in a position of conflict and expresses regret that her integration into the family caused so much resentment. On the surface, these apologies appear to be a significant step toward healing. They represent a departure from Kody's traditionally defensive posture, in which he often justified his actions as necessary for spiritual or familial harmony. This time, he takes ownership, albeit selectively, of his role in the family's dysfunction. Yet, the response from fans and observers has been deeply divided. Many viewers, particularly those who have followed the show for years, welcomed the apologies as long overdue. They praised Kody for finally confronting his behavior and acknowledged the difficulty of such public accountability. Social media platforms lit up with supportive messages, with hashtags like #KodyGrowth and #AccountabilityMatters trending in the days following the premiere. Some fans argued that personal growth is a journey and that Kody's willingness to apologize, even if imperfect, should be recognized as progress. However, a growing chorus of critics, comprised of longtime viewers, former cast allies, and polygamy experts, questioned the sincerity and timing of the apologies. They pointed out that the expressions of regret came at a critical juncture for the Brown family brand. With ratings fluctuating and public interest in the show waning, Season 20 could be seen as a last attempt to re-engage audiences and rehabilitate Kody's image. The timing, they argued, was too convenient to be purely altruistic. Kody Brown, now living independently in Utah and running a successful business, responded cautiously to the news. In a podcast interview, she stated, "Apologies are important, but actions speak louder. I've heard words before. What matters is whether there's real change." Her comments resonated with many who felt that Kody's apologies lacked concrete plans for restitution or structural change within the family dynamic. Janelle Brown, who remains married to Kody but has become increasingly vocal about her dissatisfaction, echoed similar sentiments. During a live Q&A session with fans, she admitted that while she appreciated the apology, it didn't erase years of feeling sidelined. "It's not just about saying you're sorry," she said. "It's about understanding why the hurt happened and making sure it doesn't happen again. We're still working on that." Meri Brown, who divorced Kody in 2014 but continued to co-parent and appear on the show, took a more philosophical approach. In a blog post, she wrote, "Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, not the other person. I've done my healing separately. His apology is his journey, not mine." The debate over Kody's intentions extends beyond the personal realm and touches on broader themes of power, accountability, and the ethics of reality television. Critics argue that Sister Wives has long functioned as a platform for Kody to shape his legacy, often at the expense of his wife's autonomy. The show, they say, has historically centered Kody's perspective, allowing him to frame decisions, such as marrying Robyn or moving the family to different states, as bold, faith-driven choices, while downplaying the emotional toll on the women.